This is what we're making today. Prosperous Peace. Earlier this week I made Universal Peace, but a lot of people were complaining that that wasn't Ganyu's special dish. So today we're making Ganyu's special dish, Prosperous Peace. And if you guys don't already know, this dish is based off the Chinese dish 8 Treasures Rice. So that's what we're gonna make today. And as usual, when cooking glutinous rice, this is the most important part, washing the rice until the water runs clear. When you wash your rice properly, you get rid of that excess starch, giving your rice a much better texture. For this glutinous rice, I put 1.25 cups of water to 1 cup of rice. Next, we're going to cut up a carrot. This will be one of our treasures. Unlike the carrots in Universal Peace, we're going to cut this one up differently and we're not going to cook it. We're going to cut up this carrot about 3 inches in length and then cut it in half. Then, we're going to cut one side up to create a flat surface so that we can stand the carrot up, and then we're going to cut it into thin slices. Once we've got our thin slice, we're going to use a paring knife and cut up our shape. Because these carrots are so thin, there's no point in cooking it. We're simply going to place it in the dish. And this is our first treasure. Our second treasure are dried lotus seeds. We're going to soak it in warm water for 30 minutes. We're going to do the exact same thing with these dried plums, and also with these orange peels. As for the goji berries, we're only going to soak them for 5 minutes or they'll get really mushy. We're also going to throw in some dried nuts and a red bean paste. These are golden raspberries. I had to wait a whole year to get them. Once our rice is done, we're simply going to throw it into a bowl. Then, we're going to throw in some lard and sugar. We're going to give this a good mix, ensuring that the rice is well coated by the lard and sugar. The purpose of the sugar is to sweeten the rice and give it some flavor, and the purpose of the lard is to help spread the sugar and give the rice some texture. Next, I saved about a quarter of the rice that I cooked. I'm going to put it into a new bowl, and instead of adding white sugar, we're going to add in brown sugar. When we mix this thoroughly, it'll turn the rice into a brown color. This is what we're going to use to create Ganyu's design. Now, let's build our dessert. Alright, I guess I'm eating this again. Honestly, I can't eat too much of this. I'm getting really fat. This is literally 90% fat, sugar, and starch. I can't eat too much of this. Anyways, we're gonna take out those fake flowers and then cut into this. I don't know if you guys noticed, but during the plating I forgot to put in the carrots, so I kinda just stuck it on top. In terms of flavor though guys, this is actually a must-try recipe. It's quite easy to make. I think you guys would be surprised on how good sugar is with rice. But obviously don't eat too much of this, especially if you're diabetic. You will die. Anyways, that's it for this episode. If you guys like what you see, hit the like button. And if you guys have any suggestions on what you cook next, please post in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe.